Welcome back to the woods, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're a regular viewer of the Greencraft channel, you've probably noticed I'm not a great one for spending huge amounts of money on kit. To be honest, most of the time if I can get away with making it myself, I much prefer to do that. But there are some times I do have to splash out some cash. But they're usually pretty well thought out and cautious buys. Historically, I've spent my money on three main areas. Number one, boots. You're on your feet all day, you might as well spend some decent money on your footwear. But again, nowadays, you can shop around, you can get some really good footwear for not a whole lot of money. Item number two, a decent pack. Something comfortable. If you're carrying weight all day, you want a decent pack to put your gear in, something that's comfortable. With that, well, I've also taught myself over the years that I can make my own packs that are equally as comfortable as anything I can buy. Area number three is a sleeping bag. You're no good without a good night's sleep. If you're sleeping too cold or you're sleeping uncomfortably, you're no good to anybody. So I always spend money, decent money, on a sleeping bag. And as yet, I haven't learnt how to make myself a really good one. For everything else, you don't really need to spend a whole lot of money. Fleece jackets, 2 a penny. Waterproofs, well, you can shop around a bit, you can get some quite decent ones for not a whole lot of money. You don't need to go for the high-end stuff. Other things like cups, water bottles, all of those sorts of things, just normally just buy army surplus. It's durable, it works, it's well built, it's robust. What more could you want? And I thought pretty much everyone else did the same. So imagine my surprise when a friend said he'd got a really good deal on a military style canteen and cup. What was a really good deal? Well, just over 100 quid. £100 for a water bottle. You gotta be kidding me, right? No way. I mean, like £100 for a water bottle, something to put your water in. No way. So I looked into this a little more. What possibly could warrant paying that sort of money for a water bottle? Well, it kind of opened up a whole new world. I'd been used to buying army surplus water bottles, the British ones or the American ones. I had splashed out on a SIG bottle a few years back, but I dumped my rucksack on the ground and it got busted. Since then I'd used a couple of cheap Carrymore rip-off copies of those. I had bought myself a Nalgene military style canteen, which was absolutely brilliant. But again, it didn't cost very much. It certainly didn't cost £100. What I did discover is there's a whole world of canteens out there. High-end, titanium, stainless steel, very good quality, very well put together water bottles. I was going to dash out and buy one, but as luck would have it, a friend of mine down in Cornwall, John, if you're watching, had one of these high-end canteens. Not the £100 versions, but one that cost considerably less than that, but was still of interest to me. So I bought it off him for the princely sum of, I think it was £25, the most I'd ever spent on a water bottle. And this review is about what I think of this particular water bottle. And here it is. This is the Pathfinder Canteen Set. You get a stainless steel water bottle, stainless steel cup with a handle, and a little pot stand that it all sits on. You also get a stainless steel lid with little drain holes on it as well. The whole set here in the UK comes in about £55. Strangely enough, over in the States it costs about $55. Weight wise, it comes in 732 grams, which is quite heavy. On the upside, the capacity is 39 ounces, which is 1153 millilitres. So it holds a good amount of water. What you actually get, well, you get a good stainless steel bottle. Very, very durable. I've now been using this one, I think coming up for a couple of years, and it's exceptional. Really, really good, durable bottle. It's got a wide mouth, unlike a lot of water bottles. The cap is not attached to the bottle in any way, so you need to be a little bit careful where you put it down, etc. But as long as your admin is good, it shouldn't be a great issue. As I said, you get a decent wide mouth on it, which makes it very easy to fill. And also, if like me you use a millbank bag for passing your water through to get sediment and stuff out of it, this nice wide neck means it's not such an aiming job for filling it from the millbank bag. It also means it's easy to drink out of, and it's also nice and easy to clean. The wide mouth means you can get a bottle brush in there really, really easy. And the bottle is absolutely excellent. In the time I've had it, I think this is probably the best water bottle I've ever owned. Even over the British Army one, which I like. I think it's an exceptionally good, very durable bottle. But this is really good. It really takes it up a level. Excellent bit of kit. The cup, it's a good size cup. It's bigger than the US issue cup. Holds about the same as the British Army cup. I think this holds 25 fluid ounces. It's got a locking handle, so it sits in underneath. And then you push it into place and you drop this little bit down at the back, and that holds it securely. I'm not sure if I prefer this over the butterfly handles. The butterfly handles I think are very, very good and up to the mark. I think the reason for having this handle as opposed to those was it made it more stable. I can't see that, to be honest. One thing you have to watch, I found when I'm cooking with it, if I'm moving ingredients around in the bottom and you go like that, then it's got a little tendency to sometimes skip. But once you know that happens, you know not to do that. Otherwise, this is great. The cup, when used with my little white box stove, is absolutely phenomenal. The stainless steel, it's not too heavyweight, it's not too thick. It allows your stove to boil up water nice and quick on it. Inside, it's got measuring graduations. Now those are etched on in some way. On the British Army mug, they're pressed into the steel. On my one, where the insides become discoloured, I can still see the marks, but they're not that easy to read. The lid, I really like. Fits nicely, it's got a good sized D-ring on the top. And it's got these little drain holes, so if I'm draining the liquid off vegetables, for example, if I'm cooking them, it's easy to do. Also with the set, you get this, and this is a cup stand, and I can sit my mug up on top, and then underneath I can put solid fuel, or I can even burn sticks in underneath it. That's the theory anyway. In practice, I found this bit to be not all that good. When using solid fuel with it, I found it actually burns more solid fuel using this. It seems to be heating this up and not the mug up. This weighs in at 122 grams, and I think, to be honest, it's 122 grams wasted. Even burning sticks under it, well, it's not a proper twig stove. It doesn't work particularly well at all. I've tried turning it up the other way, putting a couple of little bits of stainless steel in there, putting an alcohol burner underneath, but that doesn't work particularly well because this side is higher than the holes on this side, so the cup doesn't sit in there properly. This isn't as good as the issued version. On the US Army issue, it fits around the outside of the cup, but instead of this perforated base, there's just a hole. It clips on the bottom of the cup and it works brilliantly. It's a shame the Pathfinder version doesn't do the same. It would be way more efficient and it would probably weigh less. Now, if you followed any of my cooking videos, you'll notice this is the one that I use for cooking. I also use it just for getting a cup of tea. This gets pushed in the fire, I boil my water up and it's absolutely great. I don't have to use the cup for boiling water up, because if you get one of these, I think this is a fish jaw spreader, I can attach this to the bottle. You place it inside, undo it, and it holds the mouth of the canteen nice and secure, and I can use the ring to suspend it over the fire. So it's quite a good, versatile system. I can put water straight from my millbank bag into the water bottle. I can then hang this over the fire, bring it to the boil, so that I've made the water inside the canteen sterile, allow it to cool, and I'm good to go. As I said, the whole lot weighs in 732 grams. My American issue cup, lid and a Nalgene canteen cup comes in at half the weight. But this, I think, is superb. And even though it does weigh more, this is still what I normally go for. I think it's a great bit of kit. So there you go, that's my review of the Pathfinder Canteen Set. A good bit of kit, although I've only tested this one for a couple of years. Sorry guys, but I think in that amount of time I've formed a pretty firm opinion on what I think is a good bit of kit. If you enjoyed this video, then remember, hit that like button. Put a comment underneath. If I can get back to you, I will. As always, subscribe to the channel, and if you do subscribe, hit that notifications bell on there as well. That way, every time I post a video, you'll get a notification so you won't miss any. You can always show your support for the channel by popping over to Etsy and having a look at the Greencraft shop, and over there you'll find things that I make. There's some carved items on there, and there's also the Mini Moore scarves, my EDC light pouches, and of course the Greencraft patch. Why not get one you can sew on your day sack or on your smock or even on your cap and show your support for the channel. You can always get in touch via email. My email address will come up on the screen in a moment. And you can always check out what I'm doing over on Instagram. Over there I am greencraft_01, and I put up pictures fairly regularly of what I'm up to. So you can always see what I'm up to out in the woods. Thanks for watching. I've been Neil, and until next time, stay safe.